Okay guys, this is pro graphics and this very quick one. I saw this image online and I have a picture over here, this one, that I want to do picture manipulation by manipulating this picture, this particular picture, to suit this image. Okay guys, now so as you know, we always go by Ctrl J by duplicating our image. But first I want us to increase the resolution of this image. When you zoom in, you'll get to know that this image becomes somehow unsharpened, or it's not that sharp, so we need to make it sharp and the quality should go up. So what you are going to do is we go to image, then we go to image size. Then you can see that the size over here in pixel is 564 pixels to 705 pixels. So what you are going to do is I'm going to enter 3000 over here. Now the reason I'm adding 3000 so that I can have a higher resolution, and since the lock button is over here, it's going to automatically determine the height for us. So let's do it 3000 pixels, then let's do the resolution 200. So let's click OK guys, and let's see. It's calculating the pixels so that I can get something better from before. So guys, let's okay guys, I think it's done now. So let's reduce it. Now let's look at the before and the after. So this is the image. Let me check over here and see it has increased. So when you check over here, you can see that it's not the 500 pixels again, it has increased. So what we are going to do now is we are going to bring our, you can see that this image I have already taken out the background already. So if you have not watched my video on how to take a background or your subject from your background, please go back to my videos and watch. So since we have done that already, let me delete this so that I'll show you. This is what I did, then I duplicated, then I changed it to smart object. The reason why I changed it to smart object so that when I enlarge it or reduce it, it does not affect its quality. So I'll just drag it and bring it over here. Wow. Okay. So when I bring it over here, you can see. So right now, I'm going to make sure that it fits what I'm going to do over here. Now the reason why you are seeing this image to be small, it's not all that small, because the resolution over here is higher than the image resolution. So let's go back and look at the resolution of this image. Okay, so this one is 3800, but this particular image is 8000 and 10,000. So you should just imagine. Okay, so I think where they are sitting, I think it's okay. Now, let me reduce it a little bit. Okay, I think this one is okay. We have more work to do, guys. I want this video to be a very quick one, but if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please try your best to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now when you look at the hand over here, the hand is not resting on the top of the car, and if you think that bringing it down will be a problem, we can leave it like that and we'll find a solution to that. Better still, you can select it and go to skew, what's the name? Skew, then you direct, but sometimes when you are doing this, it affects the quality of the image, so the shape of the image. So when you are doing such things, be extra careful. Do it a little bit. Okay. So if you want to bring this image down now, we can see it can rest on top a little bit. Okay, so let's look at how we can fix that. I think it's still better now. Okay, we'll find solution to that. So it can come here, it can come here a little bit. Okay, so guys, don't worry, we put something over. Remember, we are manipulating the image, so every element that we put in so that the image will look good, we should do that. Okay, let's move straight forward now. Since you have done that, let's go to camera raw so that we increases some of the colors in the address so that it becomes more nice. Okay, so you're going straight to camera raw. So I select my subject, then we go straight to camera raw. Okay, so what am I going to do? I am going to bring the temperature down a little bit, like -3. Then I'll push the highlights down a little bit. Then I push the whites down. Then I'll give a little bit of clarity. I'll push the vibrance up. Then let's go to the colors. I'll push this one up. The magentas. Push the purples up, and I'll push the blues up. Then let's push the reds. Let's push the yellows. Very important. Let's push it a little bit. Okay. Then across, let's push it a little bit. Let's let the browns come down a little bit. Okay, so guys, you can see. So let's look at it before and after. So before, after, I think it's looking good now. So let's click OK. Okay, so you can see. Now we should also do something about the colors over here, because it looks like these colors, these ones in the dress are overshadowing this one. So let's come to our adjustment layer, hue and saturation. Then let's bring it down, because when it's up it will affect this ones. Then let's increase the saturation. I hope guys you can see. So that's before and after, before, after, before, after. Okay, so I think it's getting normal now. So what's next, guys? Let's go to the adjustment again, and let's go to the blacks, then pull the blacks up a little bit. We are going to make our hair, so okay, a little bit. Okay, so let's see before, after, before, after. Okay, we have pushed the blacks a little bit. Now let's go back to their hair. You realize that some portion of their hair wasn't cropped out well. So you mask. Since your mask is white, your brush should be black. Then let's reduce the flow to somewhere 60. Then the opacity to 52. Then let's begin to paint this side. Let's do it lightly so that the pressure shouldn't be hard. Let's increase the opacity small. Okay, so gently apply the same thing over here. Gently apply it over here. Same thing comes to this side. And when you look inside the hair, it looks like the browns are too much. So what you are going to do is we go back to our camera raw after we are done with this one. Then we deal with the browns over there. Okay. Let's try to manage it small to try and get something better. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so let's go back. The blacks, let's reduce the blacks a little bit. Press X so that I think it has entered into the hair. So let's choose and go back to camera raw, and in camera raw, so camera raw, let's zoom in and let's go to the colors and let's reduce the oranges. Let's reduce orange totally. Then what you do is you increase the blues. This one, it's like you are desaturating. I think the yellows too should come down. Good. Then let's come here, push the blacks a little bit. Shadows, sorry, then the blacks. Now let's click OK. Let's duplicate this image, then apply the camera raw settings to it. Then let's invert. Okay, so after you have inverted, you are only going to paint the hair. Okay, so you are going to paint the hair. So if your canvas is, or your mask is white, it's black, you use white brush. So begin to paint the hair. Begin to paint the hair. Paint it. Paint it. So if you feel like there are some places that they are not supposed to, so for instance here it's distorting, so you need to paint it back. You need the edges to know. Okay, so let's come to this hair, so X, then begin to paint. Now when you think it's too much, okay, you can reduce the opacity. Okay, so let's increase the flow so that it's more delicate. Okay, so if you think it's too much, you reduce it over here. So before, after. Wow. I think, guys, you can see we are getting somewhere. So let's reduce it a little bit. Okay. I don't think you're going to do skin retouching or whatever. No, you are not going to do that. Maybe, let me see, if you do anything, maybe eye whitening. That's the only thing you're going to do to this image. So from here, I want to add some text to this image. So I click my text, and the name I want to give is so interesting. So I want to give the name I want to give old school boys, but I'll give them the brothers. Okay. So if it had been a movie, that would be the movie title, The Brothers. So let me make it heavy. Better still, so I can make all caps. So okay, then let me increase the font a little bit, the font size. Okay, then the name comes. Journeyman. And color. Okay. So I select all. Reduce it. I'll change the font style. Guys, forgive me to my machine because I'm dealing with the graphics, so machine's a little bit. So let me use Acrobat for this. So Acrobat, okay, regular. So regular. Then let me reduce it a little bit. And then let me come here and spread them out. It. Then push it up. Okay, so guys, then I want to add some more props to it. So I think the naming is okay now. So with the hand over here, I want to put something like a radio. I downloaded something. So I'll bring in the radio here, then bring it over here. Then I'll reduce it like this. Then let me click. Okay. No, it looks like it's out of perspective, so let's try to adjust it a little bit. So there's one thing. Yeah, this way is better. So yes, guys, you can see. So it's like it's over there. We just covered there. So we are still on the manipulation of this particular image. We are on it. So I think this one is not bad. Then he's looking here. So what we need to bring some element over here or some resources over here that will draw the attention. So I still have some downloaded. So let me go to that. Let me use this bird over here. So let the bird goes up a little bit to the eye level. So I think something like this is okay. Something like this will be okay. So let me zoom into that. Okay, so the eye. Okay, something like this will be okay. Then we decrease it, duplicate and decrease. So this one can go here a little bit. Decrease. Okay. Then let's duplicate another one. So it'll be like he's seeing some bird. Okay. Just create something. Let's fill in the spaces and make the thing lively. We are not done yet. Okay. I think our image is looking better. Okay, so the brothers Jeremy and Caleb. Okay, good. So now when you look over here too, there's a lot of space over here. We can fill in this space with other ornaments so that it looks lively. Okay, but before we do that, I want to add some light flare to this bird. Okay, so that it looks like the sun is brighting from this direction, and they are coming from that direction. So I have some actions over here. So let me go to action. And let's have this one, warm flare. So I'll just add it, and in fact it's going to change the face of the image. It's going to add some kind of light. The reason why I took the subjects from the background before we started because of time, so that the video wouldn't be long. So if this is your first time watching me and you are wondering how we were able to get their image out of the background, please, I have a video on that, so you can go back and watch. Okay, so I can reduce the opacity now. So reduce the opacity. So yeah, I think this one is okay. So then let me push it a little bit. Okay, push it this way. Then let me lock it so that if I'm doing a selection, it doesn't affect. So let's make good use of the space over here. So what I will do is I'll put some birds over here, like chick and chicken or hen or whatever. Okay, So there's some elements. So let's go back to my downloads. I think yes, I have this thing over here. And sometimes if you are putting in the element, you should make sure that, or you are putting in your resources, you should make sure that they are in perspective. When I say they are in perspective, it means that they are in dimension, they are in line with what you were actually doing. Now this one, for instance, you can see that where the car is facing, the car is going like this, it's like diagonally, and this image too is going the same direction, so it makes the thing lively and real. So guys, you just look at it, you have just filled the space, before, after, before, after. I'm going to add some files over here, and I have them over here. So okay, I'll bring this one. Okay, let me use this one. Calm down, brother, calm down, brother, calm down. So when you're also dealing with them, you should also make sure that it looks real. Okay. In normal sense, you can even let it go even behind. Let me zoom in so that you see what I'm talking about. Go behind the stone. So if it's going behind the stone, please watch this tutorial carefully. If it's going behind the stone, this is what you're going to do. You bring that particular image down. Let me see if it's not going to affect. Okay, one flare. You bring this particular image down to the background. Now you duplicate this one and bring it over. Yes. Now since you have brought it over, you mask this one and you are just focusing this side. Then you invert the mask. Then you paint this side so that it will be behind. So you take your brush, since it's black, your brush should be white, so that it will be behind the stone. So it looks like it is behind the stone. So what you're going to do is, this one can't be hidden, so you need to reveal it. So it shows that it is behind too. Guys, you can just imagine. Then let's bring another one. Let's bring this one. So come here. So you can reduce it and position it, or you just position it where you think it is in order. So since this one is here, sorry guys, since this one is here, I'm sorry, I have to lock this. The light flare, I have to lock it. This one is over here, and I have to change the position. So Alt Control T, then it looks like it's also watching. It can even be behind. let me see. This one, this one. So it can even be behind. So position it a little bit. So you can even go behind here. Position her well. Position it well, sorry. Okay. So something like this. You can even duplicate. So I have to lock this. I have to lock this background. So I can even duplicate. Which thing that's I can locked it with. So Control J will duplicate so that to make our work simple. Then I can bring it here. This time the direction will change. So click OK. So guys, see what we have done. So this one of the simplest way of manipulating images. This is how far we have come. So let me group all. So before, after, so you get to know that we have placed a lot of elements in this. So this is the before of the image. This is where they were sitting. Then we have been able to manipulate